This is a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com, where over 70 local sporting events a year stream live to your PC, laptop, phone, and tablet.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Trojan Stadium in Chambersburg, where tonight it's youth night here in Chambersburg, and also the Mid-Penn Conference opener, the Chambersburg Trojans and the Mountain Lions of Altoona. Hi, everyone. I'm Gary Klein, along with Ed Gottwalls. Thanks for joining us tonight on Mid-Penn Broadcasting. And tonight's game is brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. By Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Wadesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and the Maryland areas. By WellSpan Sports Medicine, Chambersburg and Wadesboro. By Franklin County Visitors Bureau. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. By Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly. 301 Walker Road in Chambersburg. By Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 40 years. By Shippensburg Physical Therapy, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Wadesboro, Newville, specializing in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. By Greencastle Eye Care Center, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. By Art Sign Company, serving the area since 1945. By Buchanan Auto Park, 11194 Buchanan Trail East, Wadesboro, and Buchanan Automotive, 1035 East Main Street in Wadesboro. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. By the Sports Page, your new source for Franklin County sports is at thesportspage.blog. By the United States Air Force, aim high. Make a living with a career that makes a difference, the U.S. Air Force. By Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. By Lecron Comfort Solutions, serving all of Franklin County. Call Corey at 717-597-3768. That's Heroes, 538 Stanley Avenue, Chambersburg. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street, Wadesboro. Let us outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, and so much more. By Modnor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. By Pat and Carla's Italian Eatery, 600 Lincoln Way East, Chambersburg, and Pat and Carla's 920 South Main Street, Chambersburg. By Klein Tours, visit kleintours.net for complete tour schedule. And today's pregame show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Wadesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street, Wadesboro. And we are getting set for tonight's game, Chambersburg and Altoona. Altoona coming in with a record of 1 win and 2 losses. And Chambersburg at 2-1, coming off of that loss last week to Red Lion. And in a game that Coach Mark Luther said, Ed, that the Trojans did not play very smart.
There's a lot of reasons he was saying that. They let the officials' calls get to him a little bit. Of course, it got to us a lot.
Yeah, we can't hardly blame them for that,
no.
Right? Yeah.
But they were making mistakes that I know from Coach Luther's been here 4 years now, and I've talked to him all 4 years, and his main thing is to the players, just do your job. Don't worry about the other guys. If you do your job, it will work. And I think for a lot of the time last year that they followed that to a T. This year, though, I think he's seen a little bit too much where they're not. They're trying to do a little bit too much. And that's what happened in that 80-yard pass play that eventually was the winning points for Redline. A couple guys didn't do their job, and he sprung free, and 80 yards later they're behind again.
Well, one missed assignment can do it. Yeah,
exactly. And there were several that led to Redline touchdowns. And I think they're a better team than Redline. I think they played them 10 times. They probably beat them 8. But on that night, they just didn't do a good enough job to get the win.
And it was right there before them.
Yep.
They came from behind, went ahead with 4 minutes left, had the shot first and 10 from the 16-yard line of Redline. Had 4 shots to get it into the end zone, which would have most likely won the game, and they were unable to do it.
Yeah, the first play, the first down play was a -5 loss. Yeah. And I think Coach said if he had to do it all over again, he probably would have changed that play. But, it's one of those ones where if it worked, it would have been great because they certainly would have been expecting it. But Redline made a good defensive play, and then the next 3 downs, they knew Chambersburg had to pass because it was, they had to get to the end zone. So it just, what can you say? It was a loss they didn't expect to have.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see how they come back from that because Altoona is a team they definitely ought to beat. There's no question of that. But, I want to see how they are mentally and see if their play is a little bit sharper than it has been. To be honest with you, I've been a little underwhelmed so far from watching them. I don't want to make that sound like a negative thing because, hey, they're still 2-1.
They're 2-1.
We can't complain.
but let's look back at the Southwestern game. And Southwestern is a struggling team.
Yep.
They were within a touchdown of the Trojans in the third quarter. I mean, they gave them a battle. They shut them down for a lot of the night.
Yeah, they did.
And even in the Greencastle game, Greencastle was able to move the ball at times. Yes, it was 56-13, but
eventually, same thing with Southwestern. Eventually, they wore them down.
Yeah.
Last week against Redline, it didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen. Well, Redline is a good program. Mm-hmm. There's no question about it. They're 21-time champions, averaging over 8 wins a year. Maybe not with this toughest schedule, obviously. But, it's a very good team. And, I think it's the one the Trojans were figuring on winning when the season started, but it didn't happen. And now you look ahead. This is so critical. Look what's ahead for the Trojans. I think 4 of their 5 next games are State College, and you have Central Dauphin, Cumberland Valley, and Harrisburg in the mix there.
Yep.
So we're going to find out a lot about the Trojans here.
I'm actually glad this Altoona game comes when it is because I think they needed a week between Redline and State College to maybe get their confidence back up and kind of get reorganized a little bit because they're going to need to be 100% to be able to beat the Little Lions. No question of that.
Yes, and indeed, and we'll be coming back to talk more about tonight's game and have more on the pregame show after these messages on the Antrim Insurance pregame show on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network.
Underwear. To kids, it's a funny word. Underinsured. To grown-ups, not so funny. While they're both about coverage, most people don't know they're probably underinsured. And it makes sense. They tried to save a few bucks, pressed a few buttons, and click, bing, boom, a policy. But at Erie Insurance, our policies can be tailored to meet your needs, like our guaranteed replacement cost coverage. So if the worst happens, you can rebuild your entire home, no matter what it costs. It's the coverage a grown-up like you deserves, at fair prices that often beat the other guys. Talk to Erie about what's right for exactly where you are in life, not over or under where you are. And yes, I just said underwear again.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500.
Guaranteed replacement costs subject to conditions and limitations. Go to erieinsurance.com/Erie Secure Home or talk to your Erie agent for more information.
Erie Insurance.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
If you want to sell a lot of Fords, you have to have a great team. The Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford is a #1 pick if you're working in the trenches or just chilling in the off-season. And the Ford Explorer is a run-anywhere, do-anything SUV that doesn't fumble when it comes to value. The Ford Escape, it can go deep and not bust your salary cap. Test drive one of our Pro Bowlers today and become another satisfied customer. Check out the entire team. We are KeystoneFord.com.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call 717-480-7257 or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Gary Klein and Ed Gottwalls back here at Trojan Stadium in Chambersburg. You're looking at the Chambersburg Area Senior High School Marching Band in the pregame show. The Chambersburg Trojans and Altoona Mountain Lions have met many times previously, just not a whole lot recently. Altoona left after the 2009 season, and this is the first time Altoona has been here in Chambersburg since 2008, so a 10-year lapse there. And Altoona was going from 2010 to 2017 before rejoining the Mid-Penn Commonwealth at the start of last football season. They are 1-2. They lost to Hollidaysburg 35-21, Williamsport 31-0, and defeated Taylor Allardyce 33-29 last Friday.
Yeah, last week they had 23-0 against Allardyce in the first period, and then Allardyce actually did tie it up. I think it was 23-23, and then Altoona got the next several points and stayed ahead. But the Mountain Lions they have a new coach in Vince Niedermeyer Jr. He's the son of Vince Niedermeyer Sr., who was a longtime coach, and I guess it was 1997 when the current coach was the quarterback. They went 12-1. So and Niedermeyer Sr. had plenty of good seasons up there. So it's kind of, they're hoping that family connection kind of sparks the program a little bit. But this is his first year, and he's kind of feeling his way a little bit. He put in a new offense. It's like an option dive type thing. If you're familiar with how Army or Georgia Tech plays, it'll be similar to that. They don't pass the ball a lot. So it's going to take a little while for that program probably to develop, but they think they've got the right man. He certainly has a lot of incentive to get the program back to where it was when he was there.
And I see here where just 7 passes thrown by Altoona all year, Ed.
I believe Altoona has thrown fewer passes this year than Chambersburg did last week.
Yes.
So it's not. They do have 2 touchdown passes, so it's one of those things where you're geared to stop the run. You're geared to stop the run, and you just can't afford for the defensive backs to give up on their guy, because every once in a while they're going to try to pop one. And you got to be ready for it.
And, Altoona has struggled in recent years, even before joining Mid-Penn Commonwealth. But this is a program with a lot of history, and they have had some very good teams over the years at Altoona.
They've got a lot of history, a lot of tradition, and they're a big school. And I believe that, I'm sure they believe, and I think probably going to be true, that they'll be tougher as the years go on here, because I think Coach Niedermeyer knows what it takes to be a good program, and he'll get them there eventually. But then again, when they were good like that, they weren't playing in this kind of conference either.
Yes, that is true. There's not many conferences you can play in that's any stronger than this one.
No, there's not.
And, I'm sure that does make a difference with the conference that you're playing in. So we will be coming back with more of the Antrim Insurance pregame show from Trojan Stadium in Chambersburg after these messages on the F&M Trust of Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
People say I'm too serious. Those funny ads for car insurance do nothing for me. I like Erie Insurance. It's seriously good. A great rate, legendary service, accident forgiveness. Not 1 but 8 reasons to switch. Woohoo! See, I can get as excited as the next guy.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500, or visit antriminsurancepa.com.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better by working with local pros who are more in tune with you. When you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries don't always happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Michael Day, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
WellSpan Sports Medicine, formerly Summit Sports Medicine.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
The time is now. The place? Buchanan Auto Parts in Waynesboro. We take the deals the other guys can't. We give an additional $500 off any new vehicle. It's a big thank you to all our customers when, like I said, right now, it's Jeep Freedom Days. Lease a 2019 Jeep Renegade Sport for just $99. Yes, I said $99. Plus, you won't find a bigger assortment of Jeeps anywhere else. And during spring sales event, you can lease the all-new 2019 Ram 1500 for just $298. Think you have a better deal somewhere else? Stop! Bring it to Buchanan. We will beat any deal you find in the tri-state area on any in-stock Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram vehicle. Buchanan is better. Plus, with our total ownership protection plan valued over $3,000, why go anywhere else? 11194 Buchanan Trail East or online at buchananautopark.com. Leases are for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. All offers end April 30th. See dealer for complete details.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060. Hatch Heroes near Chambersburg Area Senior High School features homemade soups, subs, salads, and in-house fresh-baked rolls daily. Hatch Heroes specializes in Maryland crab soup, chili, and lump crab cakes. Delivery is available. All major credit cards are accepted. Find us on Facebook Pat's Heroes, a Chambersburg tradition. 538 Stanley Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Phone 717-263-7003. Welcome back to Chambersburg Area Senior High School as the Trojans and Mountain Lions get set to square off. It's opening night in the Mid-Penn Conference, and coming out of the non-league games, everybody in the conference, with the exception of State College, has at least one loss, and everybody in the conference has at least one win on the year. So it's either 2-1 or 1-2. Maybe surprisingly, Central Dauphin is sitting at 1-2 to start the season, and they play Cumberland Valley tonight. You talk about a big matchup early on, Ed.
Yeah, and one thing you can say is these teams are playing good opponents.
Yes, they are.
I mean,
and they're playing top-notch opponents.
Yeah,
yes.
that will help them later in the season, that's for sure. So don't look at the record. You know the program's a good one. So.
Right, yes. There's no question at all. But that Cumberland Valley CD matchup tonight, expected to be a big defensive battle. So
that's what it looks like, yeah.
Yeah, but so we'll
so it'll probably be 45-38.
That's usually the way it ends up, Ed, every time we hear that. Now, last week, Red Lion was supposed to be a running team and very rarely threw the football. Look what happened last week. How much did they go through the air?
That's true.
Yeah.
And it worked.
And it worked, yes. Every time you see that matchup. And some games around the area tonight. Also on Mid-Penn Broadcasting, it is the West Perry Mustangs at Greencastle. And the Mustangs are off and rolling here in the 2019 season. Be a big test for the young Blue Devil team. Greg Hoover and Rick Lewis are there to bring you all the play-by-play. And tonight, a very big early season Colonial Division matchup in Waynesboro. Unfortunately, the only thing you can do is listen to it. We're not allowed to show it to you. But the audio is on tonight with Mike Montadora and Andy Markle is with Mike tonight in Waynesboro, and you can listen to that game on Mid-Penn Broadcasting or Country Gold Radio 93.9 in Shippensburg. James Buchanan plays tomorrow. They are at home with Springfield, Montgomery County out of the Philadelphia area for a 1 o'clock kickoff tomorrow at Rocket Stadium. Those are the games from around the area tonight. Here at Trojan Stadium in Chambersburg, we are getting set for the start of this one, and we'll be coming back with the start of tonight's Chambersburg Trojans game, and have more on the Antrim Insurance pregame show after these messages on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpennbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
If a business has a bad sign, that's probably, well, a bad sign. Would you really want to do business with that company?
Your sign may be the first impression people have of your business. That's why a good quality sign is an important part of every successful business.
For 70 years, Art Sign Company has been the area's premier sign and identity professionals, providing expert craftsmanship in every commercial and residential sign they create.
Art Sign Company takes pride in offering signs for every type of business.
Their products even include digital and lighted signs.
And the residential offerings include house signs, birthday banners, and more.
Art Sign Company handles everything from the design and fabrication process to installation and service.
You can even promote your business on the road with a standout vehicle wrap.
Learn more online at artsignco.com.
Art Sign Company, your hometown sign shop where customers become friends.
If you want to sell a lot of Fords, you have to have a great team. The Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford is a #1 pick if you're working in the trenches or just chilling in the off-season. And the Ford Explorer is a run-anywhere, do-anything SUV that doesn't fumble when it comes to value. The Ford Escape, it can go deep and not bust your salary cap. Test drive one of our Pro Bowlers today and become another satisfied customer. Check out the entire team. We are KeystoneFord.com.
Pat and Carla's Italian Eatery, 600 Lincoln Way East, Chambersburg, offers dine-in and carry-out 7 days a week. Free delivery, some served on homemade bread, pizzas, and a variety of pasta dinners at Pat and Carla's Italian Eatery. Free online ordering at patandcarlas1.com. Pizzas, subs, and homemade bread at Pat and Carla's Italian Eatery, 600 Lincoln Way East, Chambersburg. Phone 717-263-6353.
You might know the name Lecron. For more than 30 years, Lecron's Comfort Solutions has been taking care of heating and cooling needs for residents throughout Greencastle, Mercersburg, Waynesboro, and Chambersburg. Our professional, uniformed HVAC technicians arrive on time and treat you and your home with respect. Visit lcomfortsolutions.com and book your free estimate today. Lecron's Comfort Solutions. Local name, professional work.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider. Always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
WellSpan Sports Medicine, formerly Summit Sports Medicine. And tonight's pregame show has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland communities. Going to be a few minutes late getting underway tonight as the Trojan marching band still on the field here.
I wanted to mention it's youth night here. And when I came into the field, the Chambersburg youth football teams were ringing the whole school side of the end zone and watching the Trojans warm up and everything. And then I thought it was pretty cool when they were done. All the Trojan players went on the whole way down the line and slapped five with all the youth kids. I think I remember that from last year too. It's pretty neat. And they're all sitting now in their own sections over in the home stands.
It is, and that's the future of the program right there, Ed.
Yep, and it's good to see good for those kids to see what's ahead for them.
And right now, coming onto the field are the respective captains from each team for the coin toss here at the start of the game tonight. Chambersburg and Altoona. Chambersburg, a 48-28 winner last year at Altoona.
That was kind of a lot of scoring late. It was a little closer than that till
it was.
They put them on them late.
Yeah, Chambersburg did. They took those late scores. Made the score look a little more lopsided than it was at the time. Chambersburg went to 4-0. And it was such a big road victory for Chambersburg with the long road trip to Altoona. You can't think of too many times prior to last year where Chambersburg has went on the road and beat somebody by 20 points.
Yeah, and of course, at that point last year, that put them 4-0. We were really starting to realize what we had in our hands was a pretty darn good team.
Yeah, it was. After that game, there it was 4-0 going into the state college game. And a year later here, the Trojans hope to go in at 3-1 if they are able to hold off the Mountain Lions tonight.
I just saw something on Twitter that Mike Wade from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette was at a game at Cornell, and apparently they had nobody to do the yardage stick, so that the PA announcer asked for not one, not two, but 3 volunteers to go down and run the sticks.
Oh, my goodness, right out of the stands.
Yep. We got those positions filled here tonight.
Yeah, right. And that's a good thing because you don't know what you may get when you bring up random fans out of the stands.
Chambersburg's going to kick off here. Got their all dark blue jerseys with the white helmets. Altoona with the all white uniforms with maroon as their main color.
And Altoona will be going left to right on the kickoff across your screen. Phone, tablet, TV tonight.
Like Andre Dokes is the deep man for Altoona.
And here comes the Luther kick. And it is goes to Dokes, who is standing back on the 5 to the 10, 15, 20. He slips, and it's down at the 21-yard line.
I don't think he'd gotten too much further, but they're going to put the ball at the 21, looks like. So we'll see how Chambersburg can do against a third straight team that likes to run more than pass by a long shot. 3 different kinds of running style. We had the wing T from Southwestern and kind of an option from Red Line. This is a different kind of option here today.
And Marcus Day, the quarterback. And there's a motion, and Day is going to keep it, and he is going to get up over the 23 to about the 24-yard line. See where the spot comes.
I think they're going to give him to the looks like the 27.
Okay, the 27-yard line.
Pick up a 6 on the play.
So it'll be 2nd down and 4 and a nice first down run.
Yeah, that's pretty basic. He just got the snap and rolled to his left and followed the blockers and got 6.
And what you have to do if you're Chambersburg is find a way to stop that. And here's again Day, and there's pitch back and a flag in the backfield. There is a flag brought down for a loss at the 20, but we'll see what the call is.
There's a pitch to Avery McCauley. I'm not sure what the flag is. Probably against Altoona, I would think.
It was in that area. But
they lost. Well, the flag is at the 20. The ball's at the 21, so he lost 6. So if it's a declinable penalty, they'll probably decline it. And we're still waiting. There's some discussion going on between the officials. Seems to be a little confusion about. Not going to say anything. We'll just wait and see. Here comes a signal, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. That's something we haven't seen in a couple of weeks.
Illegal block against Altoona. So they're going to march it off, and it'll be 2nd down again. But it was a loss. It's going to be a big loss because it happened right at the point of the tackle. So it's going to go back to the 11-yard line. That's going to end up being a loss of 16.
And also, it will bring up a third down.
No, it's still second.
It's second down.
Yep.
Yeah. Not a loss of down. But 2nd and 20. And here is Day. He's got to go to the air, gets a wobbly, incomplete pass off.
He was hit just before he threw it, and I think that knocked it off where he wanted to go, but actually there was no receiver anywhere close.
Yeah. Yeah, there was nobody around.
Either the receiver broke off his route or Day was just trying to get rid of it. He did that.
3rd and 20, no score in the ball game. If we're just joining, it's 54 seconds in, 11:06 first quarter.
Of course, if the Trojans can stop him here, that's going to give him good field position, or it should.
Yes, should give him excellent field position if they can come up with the stop here.
Day is in the shotgun, which is not a normal thing.
And he is back. He's rolling to his right. He's in trouble, and it's going to go down.
Tyrion Hodges got a hit on him and knocked him over, so that's going to be a sack. Looks like the ball is going to be put at the 9, so loss of 2.
So it will be a 4th down and 22. And the Mountain Lions.
Like Day is the punter. That's the same thing we had last week with the quarterback.
Yes. At least there's no fake there. And there is the kick, and this is Lee taking it and stepping out of bounds. I don't think he intended to step out, Ed.
No, but the ball was going toward the side. And that's the same difference anyway.
Yeah.
That's where it was going to go out. So Chambersburg will take over in the Mountain Lion 49. On a 40 yards and a pretty good leg for Day.
So the Trojans will go to work offensively. And last week we didn't see Jaden Jones at all.
Hang on a second.
Oh. Yep.
I didn't see that one. I think it was illegal pursuit. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Altoona. It looks like after the. So they're going to start at Altoona's 44 instead of the 49.
So the Trojans just 44 yards away from end zone for their first series. And that's Brady Stubball and Keyshawn Jones in the backfield. The fake to Keyshawn. The ball is on the ground. It's a fumble.
Still on the ground.
And we'll see.
I think Chambersburg has it. Yep. Tyrell Williams recovered it.
Stubball faked it all at once. The ball was in front of him on the ground. Fortunately for the Trojans, they got it back and picked up a yard in the bargain.
That was not the planned play.
Not at all. I don't think you ever want to plan to fumble the football. Too many bad things can happen. And this is Stubball again, and he'll get the pass out. And getting room down to the 30-yard line for the Trojans is Tyler Luther. And Luther has become a pretty good weapon this year.
Yeah, he's leading receiver. That's his 8th catch of the year so far.
Okay, last week we did not see Jaden Jones at all.
He was in the game. Yeah, he just didn't get any carries.
Okay, he was in. Yep. Okay.
13-yard pickup. First down of the game.
And here is Stubball with Keyshawn. And that's Luther in motion, and they hand it off, or a fake handoff to Luther. And with the football is Stubball, and he is down inside the 5-yard line.
That was a really, really good fake.
It really was.
They faked to Keyshawn first, and then Luther coming around in motion. They faked to him, and Altoona went with that. And Stubball came back the other way and had plenty of room that got him down to the 5-yard line, so it's a gain of 25.
Yeah, it was a good fake as all at once, running, out of there was Stubball with the football. And a big run for Brady.
If they had given it to Luther, he would have lost yardage, so it was a very good decision. There's a pass.
And it's going to be incomplete and almost broke it up. And
it was tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Tipped
at the line of scrimmage by Edwin Franklin for Altoona. And actually, the Trojans were a little bit lucky because the deflection put it right in the path of a defensive back out there. I think that's number 26, Kyle Murray. So it just goes as an incompletion.
Very fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Yeah, that would have been very bad.
And this will bring up a 2nd and goal for the Trojans. And here's Stumball again, and Stumball will hand the football off. Keyshawn Jones, he gets away from one tackler and still fighting for yardage, going to be knocked out of bounds, and I think he lost a couple on the play.
No, I think he got down about 2 or 3.
Oh, he did get to inside? Okay.
It took a lot of effort to get there, though. Let's see where they're going to put it.
Yeah, now that I see the replay.
It's on the 3.
Yeah, it looks like the 3, yeah.
They really haven't tried anything right up the middle yet. Altoona does have some big linemen.
So it's 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. That's Stumball.
Jones.
And he is going to get in. Touchdown, Chambersburg on their first possession. Chambersburg gets on the board. They lead it by a score of 6-0.
That time they did go inside. A little bit of a trap play and just enough of a hole for Keyshawn to veer to his left a little bit and get in there. So they got the good field position they wanted, and they took advantage of it.
And here's Tyler Luther to try to tack on point number 7 for Chambersburg. And the snap and the Luther kick is up. It looks good from here. It is. And there is a break in the action. 8:16 to go, first quarter. With the score, Chambersburg 7, Altoona nothing on the F&M Trusted Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog. Pat and Carla's Italian Eatery, 600 Lincoln Way East, Chambersburg, offers dine-in and carry-out 7 days a week. Free delivery, some served on homemade bread, pizzas, and a variety of pasta dinners at Pat and Carla's Italian Eatery. Free online ordering at patandcarlas1.com. Pizzas, subs, and homemade bread at Pat and Carla's Italian Eatery, 600 Lincoln Way East, Chambersburg. Phone 717-263-6353. Well, Chambersburg will kick off to Altoona after taking over at the Lions 44. The Trojans able to cash in on the run from Keyshawn Jones. And the Luther extra point makes it 7-0 Trojans.
Couldn't ask for a better start from that for Chambersburg.
Couldn't be any better. You scored on your first possession.
The defense held, and the offense did their job.
And here comes the Luther kick, and it is a good one, and it's going to go out of the end zone. And Altoona will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
It's interesting. I have to go back and look at this, but it seems like Tyler Luther's kickoffs, the first one he takes, never gets quite to the end zone, but a lot of them after that do. I think maybe just a case of getting his leg warmed up a little bit.
Yeah. So that's it gets better as the night goes along.
Seems like it. Yeah. That was bombed in the end. That was about 7 yards deep.
Yeah. So the Mountain Lions going to work left to right across your screen. And the football, was that Day with the keeper?
Yeah. Trying to see.
It's
no, I think it was
yeah.
I think it was Ethan Straub.
Good for 4 yards, a second down and 6 yards to go. 2nd and 6. And quarterback. And on the ground, and it'll be up over.
That's 24.
Number 24.
I think that's Strout. They have him 25 in the roster, but I'm pretty sure that's him again.
Yeah, there's no 24s. So.
Yeah. Got three on the play, so it's 3rd and 3.
So Altoona looking for a few yards here to keep possession of the football. And the quarterback's Strout with the handoff, and he's got the first down and a lot to spare up to the 39-yard line of the Mountain Lions.
Huge hole there for Strout. Really good blocking on Altoona's part, and there's nobody there to fill the hole. That's a gain of 12.
7 minutes remaining first quarter, 7-0 Trojans if you're just joining us. Great night for football here in Chambersburg.
Day keeps.
And gets very little, if any.
It was interesting. He must have sort of tripped or something because it didn't look like anybody really laid it. He actually, no, he's not limping, but there was no gain on the play. It was kind of weird the way he went down. There wasn't much contact at all. He must have turned his ankle or something. It just went down.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 39-yard line. And here's the quarterback.
Sacked by Hodges.
And yes, and that is going to be a loss back to the 33-yard line.
I'm not even sure if you call that a sack when it was definitely going to be a running play anyway, but
yeah,
he lost 4 yards. Hodges really, that's two tackles behind the line of scrimmage he's had now.
So another 3rd down play. This is 3rd down and 14 yards to go for the Mountain Lions.
That's exactly the kind of situation Chambersburg wants to put them in because this is not their forte.
Yeah, and this is almost, you figure you almost have to pass in this out of the shotgun. And this is quarterback Day. He's got to throw up and incomplete. And nice hit there from the Trojans at the 46-yard line.
I think that was Malachi Blair had to hit. The ball was tipped. So he's able to hit the receiver, and he took advantage of that. He hit him. Not dirty or anything. He just put a good shot on him.
And for the second time tonight, the Mountain Lions will have to punt. And Kevin Lee Jr. will be back standing at the 34-yard line of the Trojans, awaiting the kick. Trojans lead it 7-0, and that's a line drive kick. It takes a hop, and sliding out of bounds is Lee.
They put the rush on that time, and Day was just able to get it off in time. Trojans are going to start their own 28. 37-yard punt.
And the Trojans with their second offensive series of the night, 5:21 on the scoreboard clock, first quarter. Gary Klein with Ed Gottwals from Trojan Stadium in Chambersburg. State College comes to town next week. And we get the long count, and quarterback will hand the football off. And it's Keyshawn Jones. And Jones is still up, and he is up near midfield.
That was a great run. He did an awful lot of fakes on that. It's almost like the Altoona tacklers were afraid to kind of lunge at him. And so he just kept taking more ground and just kept making more moves and took it down to the Altoona 49. That's a gain of 23.
It was, and it did not have the looks of a play that was going to gain that much yardage.
It did not.
But
anytime you hand the ball off to Keyshawn there, you got to be thinking it's maybe going to break one.
Yes, it's always that possibility.
I have to say there's some good blocking by the receivers there that after he got past the line of scrimmage too, and he read them well.
And the flag, too much time, or timeout.
Illegal procedure.
Yeah, against the Trojans.
Trojans' first penalty of the night. Of course, last weekend's red line, they had none in the first half, and then they had a slew in the second half.
Yes, that was a tale of two ball games right there.
There were a lot of weird things happening in that game.
Yes. It's a strange game, but in the end, a very exciting game.
It was.
And this is a stun ball, and he quickly has it off to Tyler Luther. Luther breaks 1, 2, and now he's going to be brought down at the 48 to 47-yard line.
They clearly want to get the ball out wide as much as they can. Got it to the 47. That's a gain of 7 on the play. 2nd and 8. Idea is to try to get it out wide and loosen up the defense. And Luther's got some pretty good moves. Not big, but he's shifty.
And this is a motion coming from Luther, and Stubball is going to keep it. Stubball 40, Stubball 30. He's to the 20, 10, and it's going to be knocked down at about the 6-yard line.
That was the same plays they ran a little while ago, and it worked just as well, if not better. Some guys go with Keyshawn on the original fake, and then some guys go with Luther on the next fake, and then Stubball just keeps it, picks a spot in the line, and they blocked that really well again. Took it down to the 9-yard line, so that's a gain of 36.
And it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Trojans from the Mountain Lions 9-yard line.
Make that 38. Oh, we got an injury on the play. Altoona's number 6 is Aaron Carruthers. He's down in the field.
And we'll take this opportunity to give you a program reminder here on Mid-Penn Broadcasting. Monday night, it's going to be girls soccer. The Chambersburg Lady Trojans will host the Lady Rockets from James Buchanan, 7 o'clock game. And we'll be on at about 6:45. Ed Gottwalls and Graham Messner will be here to bring you soccer Monday night on Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
James Buchanan beat Chambersburg 1-0 last year, so we certainly expect a competitive game.
And it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
We got Carruthers on the side on here looking at his one knee, so I hope that's nothing serious.
Yes, certainly. And there is the handoff, and this is Jones, touchdown Chambersburg.
Excellent blocking on that. Jones had a seam right up the middle. He had to make one little move, and that was about it. It wasn't a huge hole, but it was big enough for him to scoot in there, and that was exactly the way the play was designed. Good blocking.
13-0 Chambersburg. 3:12 to go here in the first quarter.
Gary, they look like a different team tonight.
They do. I'm starting to feel better about the Trojans already. And there's no question. I mean, things are clicking so far for Chambersburg. And here is the Luther kick, and it is good. And there is a break in the action. 3:12 to go here in the first quarter with the score. Chambersburg 14. And Altoona 0 on the F&M Trust, the sports network, on midpennbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Physical therapy and sports medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
And it'll be Tyler Luther to kick it off again for the Trojans for the 3rd time tonight. And that's a good sign when you see Tyler out there kicking off the football.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And here comes the Luther kick. And it is another good one. It's going to be taken in the end zone and down there and out to the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice weapon to have a kicker that can put it in the end zone.
It is. It sure is, especially at the high school level. A lot of kickers cannot do that.
Correct.
And
more and more are able to, but still not, I don't think the majority.
Yeah, and it does make a difference because you see so many times just those little line drive kicks that are easy to return, but indeed a big asset when you do that.
We're going to go shotgun right away here this time.
And here's quarterback Day, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to get up to near the 25-yard line.
That's a pretty simple concept there. Hiked the ball back to him, and he just took off running and got 4 yards. Day has carried the majority of the time so far in their 3 games.
Yeah, and he the running quarterback with that option, and
he's back in the shotgun again.
And motion coming to the right of your screen for Altoona.
Another
and
run.
Here's Day. And Day is going to be swarmed under. I see a football there.
The ball came out, but they'd already blown it dead.
Yeah.
He's going to get to the 28, looks like.
2 yards shy of first down.
Yeah.
Be a 3rd and 2 for the Mountain Lions.
Nothing fancy about that. The last 2 plays, he just hiked the ball to him, and everybody blocks, and he goes right over like the left or the right tackle. Now he's under center this time.
Lamar Robinson split to the right, and the handoff, and
it's Strout, but he didn't get there.
It's good. It appears to be a little short.
It ought to be, depending on where they mark it, he ought to be about at least a half yard short. They're going to be a yard short.
Yard short. Okay.
So that's a gain of only 1 on that play.
4th down and 1 yard to go. And it looks like Altoona's going for it.
It does appear that way.
4th and 1. Big play early in the game.
Day keeps it.
And I think he's got it.
Yeah, the pile moved.
Yep. So to be a first down. Of course, what do you got to lose if you're Altoona?
Well, that's true.
Yeah. You know, the really stunning play last week was Red Lion going for it, or the fake on their own 14-yard line.
You don't see that. I was going to say very often, but almost never do you see that.
You would never see that. It turned into an 86-yard touchdown. I still feel bad about saying we're not going to see a fake for sure right here. But
back in shotgun again. Here he goes off this time. Hodges almost got him in the backfield, but
he's got to get right up over the 30 to 31. Did he lose a yard?
I'm going to see where they put it. I think it's back at it's up to the 34. So
yeah,
he kind of fell forward on that one because he was hitting the backfield, Hodges, but he only could get an arm on him.
Second down and 8 yards to go. Time winding down here in the first quarter tonight.
Day already has 8 carries. They should be able to get this one off.
Yeah, we're down to 13.
He's going to run again.
And this is Day.
This time they got him.
Yep, he's got to be knocked for
Carter
a loss.
Sullenberger's in there, and Brock Harmon's in there. They knew that was coming that time.
And there is the end of the first quarter here in Chambersburg tonight with the score. The Trojans 14, Altoona nothing on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
What the truck? It's Greg Kennedy from Buchanan Chevrolet in Waynesboro, and we are doing crazy deals. Up to $15,000 off the all-new 2019 Silverado Crew Cab, including the Trail Boss. What the truck? We have new body-style Silverados that we're selling as low as $27,500. From now to the end of the month, we will give you a 10-year powertrain warranty with the purchase of your new vehicle. Only at Buchanan Chevrolet. Visit our showroom at 1035 East Main Street or shop our inventory online at BuchananAutomotiveInc.com. Find new roads. Hello, it's Greg Kennedy from Buchanan Chevrolet in Waynesboro. I usually like my commercials loud with a lot of noise and music, but I wanted to take all that out so you can hear this very special announcement. Most of our pre-owned vehicles will now come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That means if you currently have a 7th grader and you buy a vehicle today, he or she will just be finishing college when it finally runs out of warranty. Buchanan is better. Visit our showroom at 1035 East Main Street or shop our inventory online at BuchananAutomotiveInc.com.
It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Mountain Lions. They're on the short end of a 14-0 score to the Trojans. And motion coming to the right for the Trojans and rolling back and still hanging on to the football and getting knocked out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Tucker Perry took Day out of bounds there. It looks like it's right about at the marker, so they might give him 1 on the play, but they're going to give him one yard, so it'll be 4th and 9.
Fourth down and 9 yards to go. And the punting unit coming in for Altoona. Or are they?
Well, Lee's finally going back there.
Yeah. And here comes
blocked.
The kick. It is blocked, and the Trojans will take over at the 21-yard line.
Garner Funk was in there, and I believe Wyatt Hull was in there, and there might have been one other one, but there were a bunch of them. They almost got it a little while ago. This time they got through. They had a block last week, too. They're going to take over on the Altoona 24-yard line.
And the Trojans, again, they've scored on both possessions and an excellent field position here on the block punt. And Stumball with Jones, and there is a reverse, and this is Tyler Luther, and Luther is swinging around to the left down the sideline, and Tyler Luther will get down to, depending on the spot, around the 10-yard line.
It was well set up by Chambersburg. Luther's got enough speed he had to go pretty deep to get back around to the other side, but he had a couple good blocks out there. Oh. Nope, there's no penalty on that. I thought for a second there was a penalty. They're going to mark the ball, it looks like, at the
8-yard line?
I'm looking. Yeah, it'd be the 8-yard line. So we got 16 on the play.
1st and goal. Trojans again, this time from the 8-yard line. And pitch back.
Jaden Jones.
And Jaden is in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Jaden Jones. And we did not see Jaden last week. And boy, is he quick out of that backfield.
Yeah, they haven't really pitched the ball much this year, but that time they did. And Jaden didn't waste any time getting in the end zone, that's for sure.
And the 20-0 lead for the Chambersburg Trojans. And here comes the extra point from Luther. And he puts it through. Tyler Luther. It is 21-0 Chambersburg on the F&F Trust, the Sports Network, on MidPennBroadcasting.com and the SportsPage.blog.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
Well, the Trojans score again. They lead this one by a score of 21-0. 10:27 to go in the half, and so far the Trojans looking sharp tonight, and they're doing what good teams do when you get upset. You come right back out the next week and take it to your opponent, and tonight the Trojans are doing that.
This team needed to be there last week at Redline.
Yes, indeed, because this looks like a different team.
It does. There's a lot of energy. They're doing well offense and defense, and the kicking too. That was back to the 1 yard line.
And running it out and getting up and down the sidelines, and a good return.
That's Dokes.
And Dokes will get up to the 37-yard line, 36, 37 neighborhood.
I hate to guess until they put it down.
Yeah.
Looks like it might be the 35. Yeah, 35.
35-yard line.
So that's Altoona's best field position start.
So the Mountain Lions starting at their own 35,
pitch.
And there's the pitch back, and 35 up to about the 38-yard line.
That's a pitch to Aiden Steinbugel.
39, yeah.
Steinbugel had a pass last week. There's actually a loss of 1 on that.
So it's second down and 11 yards to go. Second and 11.
Altoona's in a tough spot because with that offense, it's just not very explosive.
Yeah, your options are pretty limited. And there is
Day got caught behind the line.
And he's
Hodges again, and Joey Fuller too.
Going to be knocked down for the loss.
They're going backwards instead of forwards. Hodges has been playing as much time in the backfield as he has across the line.
Third down and 13.
Day now has 11 carries and a net 10 yards.
We'll take that. And there's the handoff.
Strout.
And Strout's got to be knocked down to bring up a fourth down.
Yeah, that was warranted.
Yeah.
That was
a late hit from Chambersburg.
Well, Carmen Pompey had him all wrapped up, and instead of just bringing him to the ground, he kind of gave a little bit extra. It wasn't a very hard hit, but the way he did it, you have to call that.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
It was unnecessary.
It was, because he was down. In fact, they had him, I think, for another loss almost. I guess he might have gotten a yard on that, but
be a 15-yarder now.
Yep. Just one of those over-enthusiastic plays.
Would have been a fourth down play. Instead, the ball is up to the Altoona 49-yard line.
That's one of those ones where it's what you call a teaching moment.
Yeah, yes.
Why did you do that? And please don't do it again.
Yeah, don't ever do that again. And this is quarterback Day. He's going to the air, and it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver there. Was that Avery McCauley, number 20 or 22?
I'm not sure, but it was Malachi Blair made the play from his safety position. He got his hand in there and tipped the ball away, or else that could have been a big gainer.
Yeah, well, it had the looks of it. If he had not done that, he could have had some quite a bit of yardage. He'd have been off and running. Second down and 10 yards to go. And Day again. And this is Day. He's got to keep it and get up to the 34-yard line.
That's probably the best gain Day's had. Got 5. Well, it's 5. I think he had one for 6 to start the game. So it brings up 3rd and 3
from the 44. And this is Day handing the football off, and, well.
It's probably Straub.
That's usually who it goes to.
It was Straub. He's going to be close.
It was a 4th and 1.
And it's going to be short.
It'll be
you got 2 yards, so 4th and 1 at the 42.
It'll be 4 down territory. Chambersburg tried to come up with a 4th down stop, something they had problems with a week ago. And,
whistle.
And a timeout.
Going to call timeout, yep.
Mountain Lions timeout, 7:16 first half. Chambersburg 21, Altoona nothing on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog. Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5. It'll be a 4th down and 1 yard to go for the Mountain Lions. 4th and 1. They have the ball at the Trojans' 42-yard line. And the Trojans trying to come up with the stop here. And Altoona trying to keep the drive alive.
Day is back from center. He's going to run it himself.
And he will have the first down and breaking a couple of tackles. And he is going to get up to the 31-yard line. Nice run from Day on 4th down.
He is pretty big. He's 6'2", 205. When he gets ahead of steam up, he's not easy to bring down. That got 10 yards on that play. That's their biggest gain of the night so far.
And it'll be 1st and 10. Altoona from the 32-yard line. Mountain Lions trying to get back into this one. They trail 21-0. Chambersburg scored on their first 3 possessions.
Once again from the shotgun.
And here is Day. He's back, and he is rolling left, and he is going to be brought down. Got him by his shirt and put him to the ground.
Tyron Hodges is having himself a night. Going to take it back to the 37, so that's a loss of 5. That's a 3rd tackle Hodges has had on Day behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's going to be a 2nd and 15. Ball on the 37-yard line of the Trojans. And this is Day. He has the football off.
Fumble.
And loose football.
Chambersburg has it, I think.
And the Trojans recover the fumble.
Carter Sollenberger falls on that ball. That was Straub on the carry.
So the biggest drive of the night for Altoona ends in a fumble, and the Trojans take over.
That's the 2nd fumble this year that Sollenberger's recovered. On the 35.
.558 here in the 2nd quarter. It's Keyshawn Jones, and Stumball is going to the air over the middle, and he has it to complete. 50, 40, 30 down to the 28-yard line. He hit his tight end, Terrell Williams.
That's the play they had wide open against Redline in the first series last week, and Stumball overthrew him. that time he didn't. So they're down to the Altoona 28.
One play and
37 yards.
And here's Stumball, and he'll hand the football off. And
Jaden Jones, I think.
It's at Jaden, number 5. Yes, Jaden Jones with the nice run. And Jaden had averaged about 11 yards a carry.
He's down to the 16. That's a gain of going to be. Oh, I'm sorry. It's to the 16. So that's a gain of 12 and first down. And it looks like there's a timeout on the field, I guess.
Okay, there is a timeout, and we'll take a break on the with the score: Chambersburg 21, Altoona nothing. This is the F&M Trust, the sports network on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
So the Trojans get set to go to work, and Stumball will put it to the air. It's incomplete. He tried to hit Luther.
Threw that pass behind Luther. He never really had a chance. In fact, it's probably better off that he didn't catch it, because there were at least one, maybe two Altoona guys right there to make a tackle.
2nd and 10, 21-0 is the Chambersburg lead. Five and a half minutes here remaining in the first quarter. And Brady Stumball is going to keep it, and he'll get up to the 10-yard line.
He might spot it a little short of the 10. They're going to give him to the 11. So give him 5. So 3rd and 5.
Nice run.
He's already got 69 yards on 4 carries.
So Stumball again with Jaden Jones in the backfield. And Stumball is going to go to the air, and it's going to be incomplete off the fingertips of the intended receiver in the end zone.
That's Terrell Williams. There's a penalty here, roughing passer.
So that's going to be a big mark off against the Little Lions.
Well, it's going to be half the distance, so should take it down around the 5, I think. Yep. So it was the pass was right there off Terrell Williams' hands, but he was well covered. That would have been a really excellent catch if he was able to pull that one in. So they're going to start with the ball on the 5-yard line, looks like.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line for the Trojans. And that's Stumball, Jaden Jones behind him. And he'll give it to Jaden Jones, and he is down. Is he into the end zone? Touchdown, Chambersburg. Jaden Jones, and it's 27-0 Trojans.
Everything's working.
Yeah, it's running on all cylinders tonight for Chambersburg. And Tyler Luther back on the field again.
I'm going to keep up the look to see when they change out from Tyler for Tanner.
It's still Tyler.
Yep, it is still Tyler.
And that kick is up, and it is good. 4:48 to go, first half. 28-0 Trojans on the F&M Trust, the sports network, on MidPennBroadcasting.com and the sports page .blog.
Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
WellSpan Sports Medicine, formerly Summit Sports Medicine. And here comes the kickoff, and it's going to bounce to the 10-yard line and up to the 20 and over the 20 to the 21 on the return.
Now maybe Tyler Luther's legs reversing a little bit. He might be getting tired of kicking.
Yes, he's had so much tonight. Yeah.
4 extra points and five kickoffs so far.
Yeah, that's the 5 kickoffs, yeah.
We're just kidding, Tyler.
Yeah.
They'll start in room 22.
Yeah. Plus, he's been on the field catching passes.
I don't think he's been on defense at all, but at least very little.
And there is
handoff to looks like number 3. Is that Carruthers?
Carruthers.
No, Franklin.
Yeah, Edwin Franklin. Second down, 10 yards, or 4 yards to go. 2nd and 4. .413 first quarter.
He's going to keep it.
And he is going to break loose and get
fumble.
Up to
I think Chambersburg has it.
Yes, they do. Chambersburg recovers
Williams.
Another fumble.
And the player for Altoona is down.
And
Day was actually wrapped up in the backfield. I think it might have actually been Hodges again, but he didn't have a really good grip on him. And once he tore free from there, he got some good yardage. But somewhere in the course of that, somebody hit the ball right out of his hand, and Williams fell on it. So they're going to start at Altoona's 34.
And again, Chambersburg with excellent field position.
That's the second fumble that Day's had.
And it was number 3. That was Franklin, who seems to be fine. And there comes the handoff to Keechon, and he is going to be slammed to the ground. Back at the 39-yard line.
Tried to sweep that time, and Altoona was plenty ready for that. We got some kind of penalty going on here. It's against Chambersburg. Looks like, let's see what happens here. They're marking it down at the 41, so it must have been a 5-yard infraction somehow.
Be second down for the Trojans. 2nd and 17. And Stumble back to pass, and he is going deep, and the pass is incomplete, as it was broken up down at about the 5-yard line.
Lee was or Worrell was open early, but there's another flag out here. This might be against Chambersburg too, the way it looks. Might have been holding in the backfield.
And they will move it back. And it was 2nd and 17, so this will be a loss of even more for the Trojans. And they're marking it off.
Must have been a personal foul or something because it wasn't holding. It's all the way back to the Trojans' 44.
And the Trojans are faced with a 2nd and 32. 2nd down and 32 yards to go. Trojans with 2 receivers split to the right. And Stumball rolling back, and he's got it completed. Jade Jones, and Jones is still on his feet and down the sideline, and is going to get back, I think, near the original line of scrimmage.
Good call, although I would say Altoona should have been ready for that, but yeah, they'll have a chance to convert here.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 14 for the Trojans. 3rd and 14.
That'll be a gain of 18 on that.
And here's Stumball, and he throws, and the pass is completed.
Yep.
It is complete.
To Worrell.
It's going to be short of the 1st down, but Trojans got some yardage back there.
Now what? Another penalty.
Well,
motion against Chambersburg.
They did have some yards back, but that's going to be taken away here.
Starting to look like second half last week.
Yes, it is.
Although we're not accusing anything.
Yeah.
We're just stating a fact here. With all the flags out, all of a sudden.
Yes, there's been a lot of laundry here recently.
Well, that's 3 of the last 4 plays. Chambersburg's had a penalty. So it's going back to the 43. So now it's going to be 3rd and 19. Yeah.
So the Trojans faced with a 3rd and 19. And the empty backfield for Chambersburg. And that's Stumball. It's Brady is back. He rolls left. Now he's going to keep it. And Stumball is down the sideline to the 30 and out of bounds around the 25-yard line.
Jeez, I thought I saw another flag, but I don't think so.
Oh no,
I don't think so. Just my eyes were getting used to seeing a yellow fly. They're going to put the ball at the 23. It's a gain of 20 yards.
Nice gain.
And it was a 1st down
and
by a yard, I think.
Yes, 1st and 10 Chambersburg.
After all that, that's amazing they were able to pull that out.
Yes, and they're going in the right direction now. 1st and 10.
They got 2:46 left in the half. They'd like to get one more here, I think.
23-yard line. And
Jones.
Keyshawn. And he gets to the 20-yard line over the 20. And another touchdown and conversion would send this to mercy rule. Right now, 28-0 Chambersburg. 2nd down and 7 yards to go. And that is off to Luther.
And he dropped that one. He was getting ready to turn upfield. Just took his eye off the ball and hit his hands and dropped down.
3rd down and 6 for the Trojans. 3rd and 6. Ball at the 20-yard line. Trojans lead it 28-0, 2:11 remaining to be played in the first half.
Looks like there's a little confusion here about what they want to call. Now they've got it. Nope. Yep, here we go.
3rd and 6. And it's Stumball back, and he's got it completed. And he has it up to about the 7-yard line. So Vesa with the reception.
That was a good throw by Stumball. That ball had to travel a good way, and Vesa made a nice catch once it got there. Going to put it down at the 7-yard line.
And a 1st and goal for the Trojans.
Gain of 13. .150 left, so there's plenty of time. That's not really a factor here.
And this is Stumball to the air, and the pass is complete for a touchdown.
Terrell Williams.
So Terrell Williams with the score, 34-0 Chambersburg. And Tyler Luther in to try to tackle on point number 35. And that kick is up, and he has got it. Tyler Luther makes it 35-0 Chambersburg with 1:40 to go in the first half on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpennbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
$35-0 Chambersburg, as the Trojans have come out and played just an outstanding first half of football tonight. And this will be Tyler Luther to kick it away once again. And there is the kick taken back on about the 5-yard line, coming up the sidelines and breaking a couple of tacklers and still on his feet. The returner gets it to up over the 30-yard line. We're trying to bring you up to date on some scores from around the area at halftime and take a look at the halftime statistics on the Antrim Insurance halftime report. Coming up, final minute 31 of the first half.
Altoona under in 33.
And that
fumble again.
And
I think Chambersburg's got this one.
If they have it, it'll be what, their third recovery, and they do.
That's
goodness.
Xavier Trawick on the recovery, number 23. That was Franklin, I think, with the carry.
So the Trojans trying to capitalize on their third turnover.
So they'll start at the 36 of Altoona. Goodness.
And this is Brady Stumball ready to go. And Stumball will hand the football off to Keyshawn Jones, and he breaks away from a tackler, reverses field. And down the sideline, Keyshawn.
That's actually Nolan Hernandez.
Oh, it's Hernandez?
Yep.
Okay.
Number 35.
Okay, it's 35. And a nice run for Nolan Hernandez.
And he was completely bottled up there right away, and he spun around and took off the other way and made it into a really big play.
Nolan is a freshman, 5'8", 140 pounds. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the 13-yard line.
Came to 23. Little pass out here to Luther.
And Luther is going to take it into the end zone for the score. Tyler Luther, 13-yard touchdown pass. And the Trojans extend it to 41-0.
Nice block out there by Sam Vessa. There was really only one guy that could do Luther any harm, and Vessa just blocked him right out of the way.
Score is beginning to look like the Ravens and the Miami Dolphins from Sunday.
Yeah, didn't expect it to be like this.
No, not at all. And there's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 42-0 Trojans, 1:07 to go here in the first half on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
You might know the name Lecron. For more than 30 years, Lecron's Comfort Solutions has been taking care of heating and cooling needs for residents throughout Greencastle, Mercersburg, Waynesboro, and Chambersburg. Our professional, uniformed HVAC technicians arrive on time and treat you and your home with respect. Visit lcomfortsolutions.com and book your free estimate today. Lecron's Comfort Solutions. Local name, professional work.
Gary Klein with Ed Gottwals back here at Trojan Stadium, and this has been all blue and white tonight. 42-0 Chambersburg, and they'll kick the ball off to the Mountain Lions, and it's going to be a short kick, and the Lions are returning it to the 30-35 and out of bounds, far sideline. And inside a minute at 57.7 seconds.
Well, I don't think we're going to see any Chambersburg first string guys in second half.
Yeah, you would think not. Not at 42-0.
I'm a little surprised that some of them were in there at the end, but.
And the mercy rule will be in effect in the second half.
Another penalty against Chambersburg here. Another 15-yarder.
So that'll move it up for Altoona. And there's a run around to the left-hand side and up 45, 44-yard line.
It's Day on the carry.
And there is a timeout called by Altoona on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
It'll be a second down and 6 yards to go for the Mountain Lions. 48 seconds to go, first half. And Davey, quarterback, is back, and he is going to put it up and go deep, and it's going to be intercepted by the Trojans. And running up to the 20 is 25-30. And Jones gets a block. He's to the 35-40. He's to the 30. He is going to go all the way. Touchdown, Chambersburg. It is 48-0. And what a run from Jaden Jones after the interception.
And the Chambersburg teammates did a great job blocking. They sealed off this right side, and he used his excellent speed. And once he got to the corner, you knew he was gone. That's going to be, I'm going to say, about 85 yards on that return. Yeah. This is just an embarrassment of riches here for Chambersburg tonight.
Yes, 48. They have scored, I think, every time, but one time they've had the football.
And that was third touchdown for Jaden Jones.
Yeah. And here we go again. Is this still Tyler?
Nope, Tanner.
Okay. Tanner is in to kick it away. Tanner Luther.
One of the officials need to get back underneath the goalpost so we can check this out.
And the kick is up, and Tanner Luther nails it. 49-0 Chambersburg, and we still have 25 seconds to go in the first half on the F&M Trust, the sports network on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Your way. It's the power to make life better by working with local pros who are more in tune with you. When you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank.
A reminder to be with Mid-Penn Broadcasting Monday night. It'll be girls soccer as the Chambersburg Trojans host James Buchanan. And that is Monday night at 7 p.m. here on Mid-Penn Broadcasting. 49-0. The Chambersburg Trojans.
Didn't see this coming.
I did not either. I did not expect this.
I thought they could score on them, but I didn't think it'd be quite this total domination.
Yeah, 49 in the first half.
Now we have Tanner kicking off, and he puts that one in the end zone.
So the Mountain Lions, who have had 4 turnovers in here in the first half. Ooh.
And Chambersburg has scored after all of them, I believe.
Yes.
Plus a block punt.
Yep. So that's why it's 49-0.
Yeah.
You capitalize on the turnovers.
Yeah, Chambersburg's offense has not had to have any long drives. I'm trying to think. I'll have to go back and look what their longest one was, but they might have started one in their own territory. I think they started one in their own territory, and that was it. Maybe 2.
And
Strout gets the carry.
And this has been a few scores here late in the first half for Chambersburg. Yeah. It's kind of gotten out of hand. Clock is ticking away, and I think Altoona is just going to let it run.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the end of the first half here at Trojan Stadium. With the score, Chambersburg 49 and Altoona 0 on the F&M Trust, the sports network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
If you want to sell a lot of Fords, you have to have a great team. The Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford is a #1 pick if you're working in the trenches or just chilling in the off-season. And the Ford Explorer is a run-anywhere, do-anything SUV that doesn't fumble when it comes to value. The Ford Escape, it can go deep and not bust your salary cap. Test drive one of our Pro Rollers today and become another satisfied customer. Check out the entire team. We are KeystoneFord.com.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
WellSpan Sports Medicine, formerly Summit Sports Medicine.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call 717-480-7257 or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624. Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
With West Perry, the Mustangs lead it at the half, 28-18 over Greencastle. And Bishop McDevitt must have got a wake-up call last week, but they are playing Red Lion this week, and they lead Red Lion, and they lead 24-0 at the half. And in the big Mid-Penn Commonwealth battle tonight, at halftime, Cumberland Valley is trailing Central Dauphin. The Rams lead Cumberland Valley by a score of 13-7. And that ball game is at the half. We will be coming back with more of our Antrim Insurance halftime report after these messages on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpennbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV.
the power to make life better by working with local pros who are more in tune with you. When you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank.
If you want to sell a lot of Fords, you have to have a great team. The Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford is a #1 pick if you're working in the trenches or just chilling in the off-season. And the Ford Explorer is a run-anywhere, do-anything SUV that doesn't fumble when it comes to value. The Ford Escape, it can go deep and not bust your salary cap. Test drive one of our Pro Bowlers today and become another satisfied customer. Check out the entire team. We are KeystoneFord.com.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience, but where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call 717-480-7257 or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Hatch Heroes near Chambersburg Area Senior High School features homemade soups, subs, salads, and in-house fresh-baked rolls daily. Hatch Heroes specializes in Maryland crab soup, chili, and lump crab cakes. Delivery is available. All major credit cards are accepted. Find us on Facebook. Hatch Heroes, a Chambersburg tradition, 538 Stanley Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Phone 717-263-7003.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider, always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Welcome back to Trojan Stadium. Got some halftime statistics for you. Chambersburg leads this game over Altoona 49-0. As far as team stats, Altoona has 4 first downs. Chambersburg has 12. Altoona has rushed 27 times for a total of 71 yards. Chambersburg has 16 carries for 197. That's pretty impressive. Passing Altoona 0 for 4 with 1 interception, of course, for no yards. Chambersburg 7 out of 11. No interceptions for 107 yards. So total offense, Altoona has 71. Chambersburg only with 304 yards. Trojans have gotten 4 turnovers, 3 fumbles, and an interception scored after each one, plus a blocked punt they scored after that. So that's, of the 49 points, that takes care of 35 of them. So Trojans have been very opportunistic in this game, and Altoona has really kind of shot itself in the foot. Individually, Brady Stumbaugh would be 7 of 11 for 107 yards. The leading receiver would be Terrell Williams with 2 for 43, and Tyler Luther has 3 for 33. And rushing wise for Chambersburg, Harbaugh is a leader with 5 carries for 89 yards. Keyshawn Jones has 6 for 34. Jaden Jones has 3 for 25. And we had a freshman, let me get his name here again, Nolan Hernandez had 1 carry for 23. So the running's been successful, the passing's been successful, the defense has been fabulous. Special teams been pretty good. Tanner Luther had 6 extra points that were good, and Tanner Luther had 1, and they put at least 4 balls into the end zone, I think, on kickoff. So if you're going to try to pick a little bit, you might be able to find something Chambersburg did wrong first half, but I'm kind of at a loss to say what it might have been.
Yes, right, exactly. Boy, 49-0.
Yep.
At the half, a big bounce-back game for the Trojans here tonight, and we'll be back with the second half after these messages on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on MidPennBroadcasting.com, and the sportspage.blog.
If a business has a bad sign, that's probably, well, a bad sign. Would you really want to do business with that company?
Your sign may be the first impression people have of your business. That's why a good quality sign is an important part of every successful business.
For 70 years, Art Sign Company has been the area's premier sign and identity professionals, providing expert craftsmanship in every commercial and residential sign they create.
Art Sign Company takes pride in offering signs for every type of business.
Their products even include digital and lighted signs.
And the residential offerings include house signs, birthday banners, and more.
Art Sign Company handles everything from the design and fabrication process to installation and service.
You can even promote your business on the road with a standout vehicle wrap.
Learn more online at artsignco.com.
Art Sign Company, your hometown sign shop where customers become friends. The time is now. The place, Buchanan Auto Parts in Waynesboro. We take the deals the other guys can't. We give an additional $500 off any new vehicle. It's a big thank you to all our customers when, like I said, right now. It's Jeep Freedom Days. Lease a 2019 Jeep Renegade Sport for just $99. Yes, I said $99. Plus, you won't find a bigger assortment of Jeeps anywhere else. And during spring sales event, you can lease the all-new 2019 Ram 1500 for just $298. Think you have a better deal somewhere else? Stop. Bring it to Buchanan. We will beat any deal you find in the tri-state area on any in-stock Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram vehicle. Buchanan is better. Plus, with our total ownership protection plan valued over $3,000.
For Buchanan Trail Lease or online at BuchananAutoPark.com. Leases are for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. All offers end April 30th. See dealer for complete details.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries don't always happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Michael Day, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
WellSpan Sports Medicine, formerly Summit Sports Medicine. Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
When it comes to your HVAC needs, you want to call the experts. At Lecron's Comfort Solutions, we specialize in the sale and service of Trane Mitsubishi electric ductless systems. These heating and air conditioning systems provide you maximum comfort at home. As the Trane Mitsubishi Electric Ductless Pro, Lecron's Comfort Solutions is proud to serve the greater Greencastle area, including Mercersburg, Waynesboro, and Chambersburg. Lecron Comfort Solutions. Visit lcomfortsolutions.com and book your free estimate today.
Pat and Carla's 3 at 920 South Main Street in Chambersburg offers dine-in and carry out 7 days a week. Free delivery, some served on homemade bread, pizza, and a variety of pasta dinners at Pat and Carla's 3. Free online ordering at patandcarlas3.com. Pizza, subs, and homemade bread at Pat and Carla's 3, 920 South Main Street in Chambersburg. Phone 717-267-1119.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better by working with local pros who are more in tune with you. When you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank.
Welcome back. We apologize for those brief audio problems we had, and we are back, and Ed is back with the statistics.
I got to read these again, Gary?
Yeah, you can read them again. We read them once, but nobody heard you but Bernie and I.
That's right. Here we go.
Yeah.
First downs, Altoona had 4, Chambersburg 12. Rushing, Altoona 27 for 71. Chambersburg 16 for 197. Passing, Altoona 0 for 4 with 1 pick, no yards. Chambersburg 7 out of 11, no interceptions, 107 yards and 2 TDs. So the total offense, Altoona 71, Chambersburg 304. Altoona had 4 turnovers plus a block punt, and Chambersburg scored after each one of those. And right now, Jaden Jones has 3 touchdowns, Keyshawn Jones 2, and Terrell Williams and Tyler Luther 1 each. Luther also has 6 extra points, and his brother Tanner Luther has 1. And I think Chambersburg only started 2 drives in their own territory, and they scored on both of them. So it didn't seem to matter where they started, they were scoring.
And at the half here, it's 49-0 Chambersburg. Shippensburg scored their second defensive touchdown of the night, and they lead Waynesboro now 21-0. And that game is in the third quarter. We'll see if we have any other updates from the ones we gave you here at the start of halftime. I'll double check that, but we did get that Shippensburg update. And
Altoona will be kicking off here.
And the Trojans have a 49-0 lead. And thanks to Matt Kellum and Sean Michael for texting us to let us know we had no audio here. Because, Ed, we could have sat here the whole second half and not even known it. So.
Gotta love cell phones, huh?
Yeah, you do. Absolutely. Technology is great. So.
Well, there's going to be a lot of different numbers out there for Chambersburg this half, I'm sure of that. So we'll try to keep you up to date as best we can.
And here comes the kick from Altoona, and it rolls out of bounds.
Well, I guess on a positive note, that is only Altoona's 3rd penalty of the night.
Only the 3rd.
Chambersburg had 5 for 45 yards in the first half. So let's see who we got in here. We have Malachi Blair at quarterback. We have Nathan Cooper in there at running back. And it looks like Luke Wesley in there at fullback or H-back.
Okay, so it'll be Blair under center.
And off to Cooper.
And Cooper will get just over the line of scrimmage. Or maybe battled his way for a few yards. Second down.
We're going to mark it right back at the 35, so 0 on it.
So it'll be a second down and 10 yards to go. Malachi Blair, 6-foot junior. And this will be Blair, and he'll hand it to Cooper.
Yep,
and
he's got some room.
He has a lot of room, and he is going to get first down yardage, it appears, to about the 45 around the left side.
Can't see where they marked him down, but it might be. It's going to be short.
Wow, how about this? Greencastle has just scored. They now trail by only 3 points, 28-25 to West Perry.
They're kind of tough this year. They're definitely better than they have been.
Yeah. Boy, would that be a major upset if the Blue Devils could pull that off. Yeah, they sure are. They've been very scrappy, played some close games.
3rd 2 here. Blair's going to try to keep it, and he's going to fumble.
And
Altoona got it.
Okay, the Trojans turn it over, and now Altoona has it back.
It was Aiden Palilla for Altoona that recovered that. Blair was going to get swamped anyway. He faked the handoff and started rolling, and Altoona's players were in the backfield and didn't really have anywhere to go, but so Altoona's got their best field position of the night in Chambersburg 35.
And here we go with the Mountain Lions, and they're going to be pushed back behind the line of scrimmage.
That's Straup on the carry.
It's going to be a loss of
1.
2nd down and 11.
Straup has 9 carries now for 30 yards. Trying to see if it does appear that Altoona's, at least their backfield is the starters in there. So at least the main guys anyway. Day's going to roll with it.
And he's around, though he's left it. He has some room, and Day is going to be down to the 20-yard line, close down to the 15.
Going to give him to the 17, looks like.
So it'll be 17-yard line and a 1st down for the Mountain Lions. And
that's the biggest play they've had tonight. It's a gain of 19.
And this is as close as they've come to scoring tonight. Their 1st and 10, 17 yards away from pay dirt. And
Straup again.
Dropped by the entire Trojan line.
Yeah, it does look like I don't see any regulars out there on defense for Chambersburg. Now, there's some kids who definitely played in the first half because they do get other guys in the game as much as they can, but there was no gain on that play.
And that certainly makes perfect sense in a 49-0 game.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And
Day's going to keep it,
and he's going to run, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. The Mountain Lions are on the board for the first time tonight, and it is 49-6 ball game.
There's a 17-yard run by Marcus Day. Andrew Eisel is their kicker.
And here is the kick. It is up and good. And at the 8:49 mark of the 3rd quarter here, it is 49-7. And going to the scoreboard, Jacob Loy caps off a drive, an 18-yard touchdown run, 3 carries, 46 yards. It's now Shippensburg 27 and Waynesboro nothing.
Wow.
So, big night for the Greyhounds, and that goes a long way towards probably at this early stage of the season, a big game for the Mid-Penn Colonial.
Absolutely.
And with Waynesboro, that's a tough one to overcome for the Indians. Greencastle marches 79 yards in 15 plays, capped by a 16-yard pass to Tony Mayu, and the Blue Devils are at trailing just 28-25 in the 3rd quarter.
That game's at Greencastle, right?
That is at Greencastle tonight. And CD continues to lead Cumberland Valley 13-7. And there is the kick taken by the Trojans, and getting the run back up to near the 40-yard line.
That was Xavier Trawick on the return.
Boy, here's a surprise. This is a stunner. Halftime, State College 20, Carlisle 12.
Ooh.
Again, that's halftime, but wow. What the? Yeah.
Yeah, well,
we'll see
what it ends up.
See what it ends up.
There was a penalty on that.
Yeah.
Looks like against Altoona. So they're going to mark it off 5 yards from the spot. So they'll start at the 43.
And halftime, it's Northern 14 and Mifflin County 14.
Now, Northern is the other one in the Colonial Division everybody thinks is going to be pretty good. So.
Yes, Polar Bears normally are, and it looks like no exception this year. And this is quarterback Blair, and he has tried to fight around the right side, and he is going to be knocked down for a loss. Micaiah Blair will be down back at about the 33-yard line.
It's going to be a little rough for Malachi in there because the defense is just going to pin their ears back and just coming in. Loss of 8 on the play.
Eight minutes left here in this third quarter today. A game that has belonged to the Chambersburg Trojans, and Blair will hand the football off, and it's going to be Cooper.
Nope, it's
or is it?
It's Andrew Bell.
So Bell will get up to the 35-yard line. Andrew Bell.
Going to give him 2 on the play. 3rd and 18.
Andrew, 5'8", 140-pound sophomore for Chambersburg.
That's his first carry of the year.
And we're going to get a look at a lot of the Trojan roster here in this second half.
I'm thinking just about everybody's going to play if they can.
And
Blair's going to pass.
And he has it in the air. It is overthrown out of the reach of his intended receiver. Is that Carter Sollenberger?
Yep,
he's in. That's a regular, yeah.
Well, he's not regular on offense, though.
Yeah. So Sollenberger, he was in number of plays in the first half, yeah.
I think some Altoona fans weren't happy that Chambersburg passed the ball there, but heck, it's 3rd and 17. What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
You got to give the guy some experience.
And the other thing is you want to take a look at your quarterback.
Yeah.
And
so Tanner Luther's in the punt now.
So will be Luther. And the kick coming from Tanner is straight up. Altoona did not see the football.
No, it almost hit that guy, too.
Yeah, it was number 21.
Yeah, that's Jake Adams. Yeah, he didn't know, but the ball was coming right down towards him. They're going to start at their own 36.
So to be their own 36-yard line.
27-yard punt there.
And we're down to 6:21 with a stop clock.
Change of possession.
And here is
Day
Dave with
off.
the handoff, and this time the Trojans are right there.
I think that's number 1, Rossi Pinkston. Where are they going to mark it? They're going to give him a yard.
It'll be 2nd down and 9.
It's one of those rare times when I can write in my scorebook 1-1-1-1.
Yeah.
Number 1 for 1 yard, total 1 yard, one carry.
4 ones.
Yep, he's got it again.
And there he is up over the 40-yard line. Maybe a good lottery number, Ed. 1-1-1-1.
Gonna give him the 5 yards to the 42.
And it'll be a 3rd down and 4 yards to go. 3rd and 4. And this is the
Days
quarterback.
caught behind the line, and he's going to keep going.
And he's going to be knocked down.
Wesley Luke had his hands on him first and slowed him down, and some other Trojans got him, but he did gain a little bit. Not enough for the first down.
It's going to be a 4th down and 4. Or a little less than that here.
Gain 2, so it's going to be 4th and
2.
like a long one. Or
yeah, short 2. And here is the handoff, and it's going to be a 1st down yardage and more. That's Pinkston.
Yep.
Rossi Pinkston with the carry. 6 foot, 220-pound junior.
Got 8 yards on that.
49-7, the Trojan lead.
So I'm sure Altoona would, first of all, like to get some points, and second of all, eventually they're going to, put most of their second string in. Pinkston, of course, didn't start. Some of the other players out there, I'm sure, didn't either. They are leaving Day in just to kind of run the show.
And here is Pinkston, and he'll have it up to the 40.
I don't know if that's Altoona's starting offensive line in there, but they are making some headway here.
.333 on the scoreboard clock in the 3rd quarter. Altoona puts 7 on the board here in the 3rd quarter. And on the move again, 2nd down, 3 yards to go. And this is Day. He's going to keep it and look for room around the right side, and he's got room as he's down to the 10-5 and down near the pylon, but I think
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He hit the pylon, but I can't.
It's a matter of whether he stepped out.
I think the
before
two officials
he hit
are going to confer here. He might have actually gotten in.
It was very close.
Touchdown.
Yep. Okay. Can't argue with that because he did hit the pylon. And it is now 49-13.
That's a 41-yard run by Day. That's going to put him over 100 yards for the game. 20 carries for 122 yards.
So 49-13.
Excuse me, that's 112 yards.
And here comes the kick. Is up, and it is good. So it's 49-14, the Chambersburg lead on the F&M Trust, the sports network on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog. Pat and Carlos Italian Eatery, 600 Lincoln Way East, Chambersburg, offers dine-in and carry-out 7 days a week. Free delivery, some served on homemade bread, pizzas, and a variety of pasta dinners at Pat and Carla's Italian Eatery. Free online ordering at patandcarlas1.com. Pizzas, subs, and homemade bread at Pat and Carla's Italian Eatery, 600 Lincoln Way East, Chambersburg. Phone 717-263-6353. Well, it's a shootout at Greencastle tonight. Just starting the 4th quarter, West Perry with a 35-32 lead over the Blue Devils. And every time the Blue Devils score, the Mustangs come right back at the Blue Devils. And right now, they're down by 3. And there's a kick that's going to roll out of bounds.
Altoona's kickoffs have not been as impressive as Chambersburg's by a long shot. That's 2 to 3 going out of bounds now. So Chambersburg will start during 35.
Central Dauphin 13 and Cumberland Valley 7. And that game in the third quarter.
So it isn't a high-scoring game.
Yeah, right.
That's what they were saying.
Yeah, and just like they said, it would be low scoring. And for once, it worked out that way.
Yep.
So Blair, the quarterback.
Looks like Kyle Nolan is the running back, and he gets the ball.
And this is Nolan. He's got a little bit of room. He's got a lot of room. He's to the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and he is in for the touchdown.
Kyle Nolan.
And that very well may be his first carry of the year.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Not a bad start. 65 yards and a touchdown.
And Kyle Nolan, a 5'6", 160-pound sophomore. Yeah. What a start. 55-14.
I'm not even sure anybody touched him on that one. He just broke through a big hole and he's got pretty good speed. He just burned away from the secondary.
Yeah, he showed it there. Once he got in front of the secondary, it was off to the races.
Yeah. Tanner Lutheran for this one.
And the kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Trojans put up another one, 56-14 our score with 2:41 to go in the third quarter. As we will continue here to update Waynesboro down 27-6 to Shippensburg. Shippensburg has blown it open in the second half. Has blown it open in second half, and it is that the Cumberland Valley Central Dauphin game is into the fourth quarter now with that score of 13-7.
Well, you know, this game would be going faster, Gary, but they keep scoring.
They do, and it keeps stopping the clock. We've had 3 scores in the third quarter.
Yep.
56-14.
And we're not done yet.
No, we've got 2:41 plus a whole quarter of football to go. Doesn't seem like the mercy rule speeds things up here
Not
at this rate. Yeah.
Well, poor Kyle Nolan, 65-yard touchdown, and he's going to back out on special teams for the kickoff here.
After running 65 yards, he's got to run up the field again.
But he's got plenty of adrenaline right now.
Yeah. And here is the kick, and it's taken back inside the 10, 20, 30, up the sidelines, 40, 50, and all the way up to the 44-yard line for the Mountain Lions.
Didn't catch who that was, but it's a nice return. So Altoona will start at the Chambersburg 45.
Good position for the Mountain Lions.
Let's see who they got in there now. I'm curious. Okay, Day is no longer in. I think it's Steinbugle. Yep, the quarterback.
So Steinbugle.
He hands to number. That's Franklin.
And he's off to the races, down to the 20, to the 10, 5, touchdown, Altoona.
No, I think he
stepped out.
He stepped out.
Okay.
To 3.
Almost a TD, but
trading big plays here.
Yeah. Already 3 touchdowns in the third quarter and knocking on the door for number 4. First and goal from the 3-yard line for the Mountain Lions. And
Franklin
that's a
again.
handoff, and Franklin, is he?
Nope, he's not in.
He's still short. Let's see. Looks like they're going to put the ball on the 2-yard line.
Yep, we'll give him 1.
So it'll be a second and goal for the Mountain Lions, who trail the Trojans 56-14.
Franklin.
And Franklin, and I don't think he made it.
Nope.
Very close, but
he's got 1 yard each of the last two plays.
So now it's first and goal from the 1 yard line. Third and goal, excuse me. Third and goal from the 1. And there's a handoff, and Franklin, he is in this time.
Yep.
Touchdown, Altoona. 24.9 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. And Altoona puts up another score. Their third of the third quarter. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. It's now 56-21. The Chambersburg lead with 2:49 to go in the third quarter on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
And the points just keep on coming here at Trojan Stadium tonight. 77 of them on the boards so far. 56 of them belong to the Trojans. They lead at 56-21.
4 TDs in the Mercy Rule shortened third quarter.
And here comes the Altoona kick. It's going to be a short one. The Trojans will take it. And actually,
he just kind of kneeled down when he caught it. So
yep. And that was number 31, Jack Dorothy.
L2 gets to carry the ball this time for Chambersburg.
Yeah, we've had 3 different backs so far in 3 series here. This is number 4.
It's going to be Nolan again.
And Nolan touched it one time and ran for a touchdown. And Blair will take the handoff, and he fumbles the ball. Loose football. He got hit hard, and I think Altoona has it, and they do.
It was number 62, Josh Kieran, that knocked it out of the player's hands.
And he was blindsided, I think. He didn't see it coming. And
it's going to mark it at the Chambersburg 23.
So the Mountain Lions already put up 3 scores here in the third quarter.
Another change possession.
Got a shot to add another one. And a good field position to do it. It's first and down at the 1st and 10 at the 23. Loose football again. Altoona picks it up. The Trojans in pursuit and going to be run out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So that's going to be a loss of 12 yards.
I didn't see. Was that a pitch or something? Was fumbled?
Yeah, it was fumbled. It was a pitch. It was fumbled and picked up by Altoona.
And that's going to push them back to the 34-yard line, so it's a loss of 11.
And it's going to be the end of the quarter. End of quarter number 3 tonight here in Chambersburg. And it's the Trojans 56, Altoona 21 on the F&M Trust, the sports network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
Most companies ask for applicants with experience. But where do you get that unless someone gives you a job? Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience for your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call 717-480-7257 or visit www.airforce.com. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and Mid-Penn Broadcasting.
Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060. Here we go in the fourth quarter, first play of the fourth quarter, as going to be a run, and it'll be up to the 25 or the 35, yard line.
It's Dokes on the carry. Got 8 yards on the play. It's his first carry of the night. Altoona's had a bunch of players in there too, obviously.
So it'll be a third down and 13 for Altoona.
It's Aiden Steinbugle at quarterback.
As he took over for Day in the midway through the third quarter. And there is a handoff. And
that's Dokes again.
And Dokes going to pick up a few. It's going to bring up a fourth and long. Fourth down. And about 9 to go, 4th and 9.
Looks like they're going to try a field goal, maybe.
That's a surprise. And
he's not been kicking the ball very long on the kickoffs, but that might, after I watched the last couple, he's got a better leg than that. I think they were just doing that by design. So he's going to put it down about the 30, so.
40-yarder.
Yep.
40-yarder coming up.
Andrew Eisel on the kick, and he's got leg.
Boy, that looks good, and that's a nice kick.
Yeah, he got it.
Good. 40-yard field goal for Altoona. And with 10:30 to go, 56-24. As the points just keep coming here tonight. 80 points on the board. And we've got most of the fourth quarter to go. So we'll go back here and look at some scores as we will start the beginning finals here before too long.
The Ship game's a final, I think, now.
Oh, that is a final. The Little Lions have turned it around. They now lead Carlisle 40-12 in the fourth quarter. And the Ship is final, 27-6. Shippensburg wins. And the third quarter, and 28-21 Northern with the lead over Mifflin County. And we'll see if we have anything here. 13-7 continues to be the lead. Central Dolphin over Carlisle. 3 minutes left. Over Cumberland Valley. I'll figure it out. And that's with 3 minutes left in the ball game. And I don't have anything. Red Land got its first down of the night in the final minute of the third quarter against Bishop McDevitt. West Perry has now taken a 42-32 lead over Greencastle with 8 minutes remaining. And that's an onside kick, and it's going to be recovered by the Trojans.
That is Brandon Kissinger with the recovery.
So the Trojans will take over in good field position.
At their own 45, looks like.
56-24, our score.
Like Nathan Cooper's back in backfield for Chambersburg. He only got I think 2 carries earlier in the half. Yeah.
Oh, that's over the head of Blair. He'll pick it up. And he'll be up to the 40, 40, 5 and be brought down. He recovered and turned what could have been a really bad play into a positive one.
Well, that's 3 times he's lost the ball now. That's not a good sign.
That is, no, that is not.
He did gain 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, 2 plus 2. That could have been a big loss or the loss of the football.
That time was a direct snap that just went right through his hands.
And there,
it's off to Cooper.
And Cooper will try to run it around the right side. Or excuse me, the left side.
Third down, 6 yards to go for Chambersburg.
Trojans looking for the first down to keep the drive going here. And pass is off. It is
incomplete.
Incomplete. It'll bring up a 4th down.
That was intended for Nick Schwartz. That looked like he hit him in his hands and couldn't hold on to it. Looks like Tanner Luther's going to punt.
So the Trojans will punt it back to the Mountain Lions with 8.5 minutes remaining in the ball game.
I don't think both teams were a little bit confused by what was actually going to happen there.
Yeah, it looks like Altoona's bringing in a whole new cast here.
Not sure they were quite aware of what the down was. They're going to have to call a timeout now. They didn't have enough players on the field, I don't think.
Yeah. So the Mountain Lions do take time and will do likewise on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
The other games are already finished, and we still got all this.
They can't take that nurse roll away.
It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
And here comes the Tanner Luther punt. And it's going to bounce and take a Chambersburg roll.
Good punt.
Yes, it was. Excellent. And
where are they putting it down? Looks like it's going to be the 8.
So all the way back to the 8-yard line.
43-yard punt.
Well, West Perry starts to pull away from Greencastle. Mustangs now lead 49-32 with 5 minutes remaining in the game. Greencastle with a big comeback to make it close. They're in the waning seconds of the Cumberland Valley CD game, and there's a knockdown back at about the 5. Yeah.
That was a nice tackle by James Lilly. So no gain on the play. Stein Bugle with a keeper.
And brought down.
Going to give him out to the, looks like the 11. Should be 3rd and 7.
Final score, Central Dauphin 13, Cumberland Valley 7. Both the Rams and Eagles are at 2-2. And there's a handoff once again.
Up the middle to Dokes, I believe. Yep. It's well short of the first down.
4th and 7. And we still have 6.5 minutes to play in this. And here comes the kick, and it's a low line drive kick. And it's going to turn out to be a pretty good one as it goes all the way back to the 45-yard line of the Mountain Lions.
That was Day on punt. So Chambersburg will start their own 46. 43-yard punt there.
A 56-24 Chambersburg lead.
What we need is some teams to actually just grind out some first downs here.
Yes, yeah.
That hasn't happened in the second half at all.
It's not.
They've been like one-play drives.
Yeah.
Or 3 and out.
Yeah, 3 and outs, and the clock just keeps stopping.
All right, so now we have Andrew Varner in at quarterback for Chambersburg.
And it'll be Varner, yeah. And he's going to pass it off, and it's complete. And all the way down into Mountain Lion territory to the 45-yard line of Altoona.
It's Wesley Luke on the catch. Gain of 8. I kind of like to be able to see the second and third string quarterbacks get a shot to at least pass once, maybe, if they can.
And there's a handoff and some room, and Bell is down to the 35-34-yard line. First down, Chambersburg Trojans.
Nice run by Andrew Bell there.
Yes, we are approaching the 5-minute mark.
14 yards on that.
And there is the handoff, and this time greeted by most of the Altoona team right there.
There's Bell again. Tommy lost 3.
Four and a half minutes.
Actually,
and there's a handoff, couple of yards. Yeah,
that's actually Brady Seaman in there, quarterback.
Oh, it's Seaman?
Yeah, I thought it was 19. It's 10.
Okay, so Brady is a sophomore, 6'2", 155 pounds.
See, Varner got some time against Greencastle. It's
third down and 10 with a moving clock. Getting your wish a little bit on this drive, Ed. 3:49.
It's 3rd and 10. I mean, I would say a pass is fair game here.
Indeed. And there it is, and it's incomplete. And it looked like 85, which is number 85, Jeremiah Moses. He's a 6-foot freshman.
Now it's 4th and 10. They might as well go for it here.
You would think. Why punt the football at this stage? Next week, the State College Little Lions will come to town. And the wobbly pass is off and incomplete. Altoona will take over on downs. Next week, Chambersburg tries to do something they have never done, and that's pick up a win against State College, who will be defeating Carlisle tonight, despite the fact of a close game at halftime. Little Lions will come in at 4 wins and no losses, and probably the favorites by most people to win the Commonwealth.
Yep, they're ranked in the top 10 in the state. I know that. With good reason. A lot of speed.
It's a fantastic program at State College, year in and year out.
Steinbugel's going to keep it.
And he's not going to get anywhere as the Trojans are going to bottle him up at the 35, and the clock will move inside of 2 minutes. And back to pass, and he throws it in the air for grabs, and it is incomplete, batted around. A couple of Trojans had their hands on it.
That was number 54, Steve Alsager, had the pressure on Steinbugel. And you're right, he threw it up for grabs. That's exactly what he did. And it should have been caught by somebody, but
nobody wanted it.
I think there were too many hands involved there because everybody was converging on it. It was almost like a punt. Do notice for Altoona, number 6, Aaron Carruthers is down here walking with crutches, so he must have done something to his knee there in the first half.
And back, and the
pass over to 21.
Off. And he's going to get over the 40-yard line up to about the 40 with 33 seconds left in the ball game.
It's Jake Adams on the reception.
Probably time for one play at the most.
That's Altoona's first completion of the night.
Their first of the night?
Yep. They've only thrown 6 times.
Wow.
They're not going to get a playoff.
That's going to be it. And a big bounce-back win for the Chambersburg Trojans. 56-24, our final at Trojan Stadium. And we'll be back to wrap things up after these messages on the F&M Trust, the Sports Network, on midpenbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog.
It's the power to make life better by working with local pros who are more in tune with you. When you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank.
What the truck? It's Greg Kennedy from Buchanan Chevrolet in Waynesboro, and we are doing crazy deals. Up to $15,000 off the all-new 2019 Silverado Crew Cab, including the Trail Boss. What the truck? We have new body-style Silverados that we're selling as low as $27,500. From now to the end of the month, we will give you a 10-year powertrain warranty with the purchase of your new vehicle, only at Buchanan Chevrolet. Visit our showroom at 1035 East Main Street or shop our inventory online at BuchananAutomotive.com. Find new roads. Hello, it's Greg Kennedy from Buchanan Chevrolet in Waynesboro. I usually like my commercials loud with a lot of noise and music, but I wanted to take all that out so you can hear this very special announcement. Most of our pre-owned vehicles will now come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That means if you currently have a 7th grader and you buy a vehicle today, he or she will just be finishing college when it finally runs out of warranty. Buchanan is better. Visit our showroom at 1035 East Main Street or shop our inventory online at BuchananAutomotiveInc.com.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
WellSpan Sports Medicine, formerly Summit Sports Medicine.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Mondor Pharmacy in St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy. Free delivery and drive-through at all 3 locations. We carry Willow Tree products as well as other gift items. Mondor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Mercersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McConnellsburg. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
If a business has a bad sign, that's probably, well, a bad sign. Would you really want to do business with that company?
Your sign may be the first impression people have of your business. That's why a good quality sign is an important part of every successful business.
For 70 years, Art Sign Company has been the area's premier sign and identity professionals, providing expert craftsmanship in every commercial and residential sign they create.
Art Sign Company takes pride in offering signs for every type of business.
Their products even include digital and lighted signs.
And the residential offerings include house signs, birthday banners, and more.
Art Sign Company handles everything from the design and fabrication process to installation and service.
You can even promote your business on the road with a standout vehicle wrap.
Learn more online at artsignco.com.
Art Sign Company, your hometown sign shop where customers become friends.
If you want to sell a lot of Fords, you have to have a great team. The Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford is a #1 pick if you're working in the trenches or just chilling in the off-season. And the Ford Explorer is a run-anywhere, do-anything SUV that doesn't fumble when it comes to value. The Ford Escape, it can go deep and not bust your salary cap. Test drive one of our Pro Bowlers today and become another satisfied customer. Check out the entire team. We are at KeystoneFord.com.
Well, Chambersburg comes back after the loss and took it right to Altoona tonight, and ending with a 56-24 victory. It was a 49-0 lead for the Trojans by halftime tonight. And some scores from around the area. Final score, Shippensburg 27, Waynesboro 6. It was West Perry defeating Greencastle 56-32. Bishop McDevitt leads Redland, her final score 43-0. Bishop McDevitt wins. Central Dauphin defeats Cumberland Valley 13-7, the fifth time in 6 years that game has been a touchdown or less. Reminder, Monday night we'll have soccer on Mid-Penn Broadcasting. It'll be the girls soccer. Chambersburg will take on James Buchanan, 7 p.m. on Monday night. Be sure to be with us next Friday night. Pre-game at 6:30 and kickoff at 7 o'clock. The State College Little Lions come to town to take on the Trojans in a very critical matchup of two powerhouses in the Mid-Penn Commonwealth. And they are the state-ranked Little Lions. Again here, 56-24, the final, and tonight's game has been a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com. Operating the camera tonight has been Bernie Stanalonis. Again, next Friday night, 6:30 p.m., will be broadcast time for the Trojans and the Little Lions of State College. Tonight's game has been brought to you by F&M Trust. Post-game show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, by WellSpan Sports Medicine, Franklin County Visitors Bureau, Keystone Ford, Del Martin Incorporated, Shippensburg Physical Therapy, Greencastle Eye Care Center, Artside Company, Buchanan Auto Park, and Buchanan Automotive, Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, the Sports Page, the United States Air Force, Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, Lecron Comfort Solutions, by Hats Heroes, by Olympian Athletics, Monder Pharmacy, Pat and Carla's Italian Eatery, and by Klein Tours. Now, on behalf of the entire Mid-Penn Broadcasting team, I'm Gary Klein, thanking you for joining us tonight. Once again, the final score, Chambersburg 56 and Altoona 24. Good night, everyone.